go to question 8. Let's go to question 8. Question 8. Let me just show you the question. Question 8. This is question 8. Okay. So this is question 8. The question reads, the transpose of a matrix A is -1, 4, 5. Find matrix what? A. B, that is question B. Given that 1, 2, 3, then open brackets 1x, this is in rows, then this is in column, 1x5, close, then is equal to what? 24. Find the value of what? The value of x. And this question is having a mark, 1 mark. This one is having what? 2 marks. Okay, so let me just write these questions. So we have, this is question 8. So for question 8a, we have this transpose -1, 4, and 5. This is when they say transpose, they are simply means, okay, so they are simply meaning this. So this is the transpose. So now we have been told to find matrix A. So the only rule which is here, the only rule which is there, maybe some cases you'd find that in some cases they will give you matrix A. So let's assume this is matrix A. Then they have asked us to find the transpose of what? Matrix A. So what you need to do is very, very simple. You just need to change it. You consider the way it is written, the form in which it is written. So it is written in row. As you can see, it is written in row form. So now, for you to write the transpose, they are just telling you to actually write it in the opposite form. Now from the row, you actually remove it from the row, and then you write it in the column form, which is 1, 4, 5. So that is if this is matrix A and this is the transpose. So now here what you have been told is that this is the transpose. This is the transpose. This is the transpose. And then they have asked us to write it in a matrix form. So we are just using the same principle. Since it has been written in row form, so we are going to write it in what? In a column form. -1 as the one on the front, then 4 as the one which is in between, and then 5 as the one at the back. So that is O. That is O. Here it means we have actually answered this question. This question is very simple. If it was in this way, then they have asked us to write the transpose of this one. You just need to write this same question. So that is all. That is all you need to do. This question is very, very simple. Okay, so now let's go to question B, which is a bit tricky. I want you to understand question B. Because question B is a bit tricky. So question B, we have been told to say, we have been given 1, 2, 3, and then 1x5. Then they have equated this to what? To 24. I hope you are able to see. Then they have told us to find the value of what? The value of x. We have been told to find the value of what? The value of x. So now here, what we need to do is that, or what you need to know is that, we are going to be multiplying these numbers the way they are. As you can see, 1 is on the front. Even this one, if we are to write it in a row form, it is going to be to the front. So what we normally do, we are going to multiply this one times that one. So I'm going to say 1, which is this one, times 1, which is that one. Then plus. Now we come here, which is 2, which is this one, times x plus 3 times what? 5 is equal to what? 20, 24. I hope you're able to see that. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to multiply 1 times 1, the answer is what? 1, plus 2 times x, the answer is what? 2x, plus 3 times 5, the answer is what? 15 is equal to 20, 24. I hope you are able to see what I'm doing. This is the way. This is how we handle this question. So these are like terms. So we're going to say 2x plus 1 plus 15, the answer is what? 16 is equal to 24. So as you can see, we can actually, this 16 can cross. So it is 2x. It is 2x, which is equal to 24. If this crosses the equal sign, it is going to be negative 16. So it is 2x, which is equal to 24 minus 16. 24 minus 16. So this is 1. 14 minus 16. 14 minus 16, that is 8. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So we are having 8. Have you seen? So this is what we are having. And then from here now, we have been taught, what we have been taught is to find the value of x. We just need to divide. What is our value of x? 8 divided by 2, the answer is what? The answer is 4. And that is the answer for this question. The answer is what? The answer is 4. So this is how we handle this question. If you want to prove, you can just replace this 4 and then you try to actually multiply this number and then you add them. You are going to find that the answer which you are going to have is what? 24. Try to put 4 here and then multiply this one times this one. What you are having is 1. Then 2 times 4, what you are going to have in this case is what? Is 8. Since you have replaced this x with this 4. So 2 times 4, the answer is what? The answer is 8, as you can see. Then 3 times 15, the answer is what? The answer is 16. So now add these numbers. Add these numbers. This one plus this one. This one, 8 plus 1 plus 8, the answer is what? The answer is 9. Then 9 plus 15. 9 plus 15, the answer is what? The answer is, okay, let me just show you here. This one, 9 plus 5 plus 9, the answer is what? The answer is 4. Then we carry 1, that is, the answer is 14, then we write 4, we carry 1. Then here it's more like we have a 0. Then 1 plus 0, it's 1, plus that 1 is what? 24. So this is the answer. We can even prove that. So that is how you prove if your value of x is correct. So that is all about this question. It is very simple. It is very, very simple. I hope you are getting it, and I hope you are understanding. Otherwise, this question is very, very simple. This question is very, very simple. Okay, so now let's go to question 9. Let's go to question 9. And maybe that is where we're going to actually end from. Let's go to question 9. Let's go to question what? Question 9. Let's go to question 9. Okay, so this is a question. I want you to see it. This is a question. Question 9. A number is chosen at random from the set. And the set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to all the way up to 10. Find the probability that it is a perfect square. It is a perfect square. And then B, solve the equation. Solve the equation x to the power 8 to the power x is equal to 128. 128. Please make sure you pay particular attention to these questions. These are important questions. So, question A, you have been given these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, sorry. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is question A. And then you have been taught to find the probability that these these the probability that this number, this number which was chosen is what is a perfect square. So here what you need to do and what you need to understand, it is very important to know what are the whole numbers, natural numbers, and then perfect squares, and the what of even numbers. Yes, so you need to understand that. So let me just give you a quick revision in case you haven't understood that. When talk of even numbers, we're talking about 2, 4, 6, 8 numbers that can be divided by what? By 2. When talk of natural numbers, when talk of natural numbers, we're just talking about, in fact, that is the way we count. Natural. Just think of the way we count. We count starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, going forward. Those are natural numbers. When talk of whole numbers, just think of the numbers. All the numbers just begin with, all numbers are just natural numbers. Now, in this case, we need to begin with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. So please make sure you actually go through these important concepts. Make sure, of course, we normally say, no, this is grade 1 week, but you find that a lot of people get wrong questions which are involved in these concepts. So make sure you actually revise these concepts. Okay, so now, what are perfect squares? Perfect squares are numbers which have got square roots. And numbers which have got what? Square roots. So in this case, numbers that can be squared, which have square roots, we can talk of, when you talk of 2 square, if you square 2, you would find that it is not going to give you a perfect number, a fixed number, and hence it is not qualified to be a perfect what? Square. Even what? 3. But when you talk of 4 can be squared, and the square root of 4 is what? Positive or negative what? 2. When you talk of 5 cannot be squared. It can be squared, but it not give you a fixed number. It is going to give you a number which has got some points. Even 6, even 7, also 8. But when you talk of 9 can be squared, and the answer, the number which is going to give you is positive or negative what? 3. We can also talk of what? Talk of 1. 1 can be squared. And the answer, if you square 1, the answer we're going to have is what? Positive or negative what? 1. So these are possible perfect what? Squares. So there are how many? The question is that find the probability of picking a perfect what? Square. A perfect square. So in this case, maybe just in case you want to show them how you are handling this question, you want to write a formula. So the probability of picking a perfect square is equal to favorable numbers over all, favorable outcome over all possible outcomes. So what do I mean? So you are going to choose the favorable outcome. What are the favorable outcomes? You are going to check you are going to see the numbers which can be squared and give you a fixed number. In this case, we have what? We have 1 can be squared. We have 9 can be squared and give you a fixed number. And also we have what? We have 4 which can be squared and give you a fixed number. So these are our favorable outcome. So now, there are how many? There are 1, 2, 3. So it is 3 over all possible outcome. How many are we having? How many are the all possible outcomes? So here we just write how many are we having? How many numbers are we having? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are having 10 outcomes. So it is 3 divided by what? 3 divided by 10. And this is the answer. I'm sure I get it. This is the answer. Alright. So now, let's solve question 2, which is very, very interesting, which is very, very, please make sure you get the concept for this question. Most of the students or most of the people find it difficult to actually solve equations. So I've been told to solve the equations, which is equal to what? 128. Okay, so this is the question, solve the equation. And remember what I said in the first video, I said that whenever I've been told to solve the equation, they are asking you to find the value of what? The value of x. That's so. So here what you need to do is that whenever you've been given this expression, you need to make these bases to be the same. I hope you're getting it. So how are we going to make these bases to be the same? So we are going to write 8 here, then we write a power, which when you multiply 8 times the power you're going to write, you're going to have what? 128. But there is no power which we can put here, which when we multiply, because 8 times 8, 8 times 8, it's 64. If I'm not mistaken, it's 64. But when talk of 8 to the power 3, that is 8 times 8 times 8, 64 times 8. Is it going to give you 128? Definitely no. 8, maybe you can think of 8 to the power 1. 8 to the power 1, that is 8. A number to the power 1 is the number itself. So in this case, we cannot deal with this question this way. So we're going to change this one. We are going to change this one so that we can find a favorable base which we can put here. I hope you're getting it. So you need to check first, you try in this way. Then if it refuses, then you need to come back to this one. Okay, so now what we are going to do is that we are going to change this base which is here. We are going to say, we are going to find the number which we can actually write as a new base. Then we actually put a power whereby if we multiply this new base which we are going to write here with the number of times of the power, it is going to give us 8. So what I mean is that we are going to, let's say for example we write 2, or maybe we begin by writing 4. 4, there is no number which we can put here. If we put 1, it's 4. We put 2, it's 16. So 4 cannot work. So let's try 2. And of course I know it is going to work. 2. 2, what number can we put here so that when we multiply 2 times the number we're going to put here, it is going to give us what? 4. Definitely 3 is the best number, because 2 times 2 times 2, it is what? It is 8. So now remember we are having this x, so we are going to have something like this, which is equal to, now this number can be written as 2 to the power. What power can we put here so that when we multiply it gives us what? 1.8. You can try to put 1, 2, 3, 4. You are trying by in that way. But the only number which we can put here which can give us 1.8, it's what? It's 7. 2 to the power 7, you can try if you want. That is 1.8, exactly 1.8. So now this is 2. This time this is 3 to the power, 3x, which is equal to 2 to the power to the power 7. So now that we are having same bases, we can just ignore these bases. If you are having the same bases, then it means even the power is the same. So we are going to say 3x is equal to 7. So the concept here, most of us just know that if you have same bases, you just need to equate this. What is the reason behind? Why do we equate this 3x? Because if we say 3x is equal to 7, then that simply means that 3x is equal to 7 is just the same as 7. Have you seen? So now, where are we getting this concept? So this concept is coming from the fact that if we have the same bases, then it means even the powers are the same. That's why we equate this on this way. I hope you have gotten that. So now we have been told to find the value of x. So to find the value of x, we are going to do this. We are going to divide. X is equal to 7 over what? Over 3. 7 over 3. And this is the answer which we are going to have, because here we do not have a calculator. Unless we have a calculator, then we can divide and it is going to give us something like, this is 7 divided by 3, that is 2, or maybe we can leave it in this way. 7 divided by 3, it is 2. Remember what? 1 over 3. I hope you know how to leave it in this way. It is just one and the same thing. 7 divided by 2, 7 divided by 3, it is 2. Remainder 1 over what? Over this. We are dividing it by 3. I hope you have seen. So this is the answer. This is the value of what? Of x. This is the value of x. But you can also leave it at this stage. So if you want to prove, you can just put this 2 to the power, 2 to the power 3, then this x, where there is x, you are going to put 7 over 3, which is equal to, I hope you are able to see what I'm doing. Yes, which is equal to 2 to the power 7. This is our expression, if you can see clearly. This is 2 to the power 3, in brackets, we have x. So now where there is x, you are going to put this answer, because this is what you have found. Have you seen? So this is 2 to the power 3. Open brackets, where there is x, you are going to put this is equal to 2 to the power 7. That is if you want to prove. So if you can see clearly, this is multiplication, not so. So we can just cancel this one with this one. So I'm remaining with 2 to the power 7, which is equal to what? 2 to the power 7. 2 to the power 7. What did I say? 2 to the power 7. Try it on your calculator. We're going to find that it is 128, which is equal to 2 to the power 7, which is 128. As simple as that. I hope you are able to see. So this is how we deal with this question. I hope you have gotten something from my explanation, and I hope you have enjoyed my video. Please, if you have enjoyed my video, make sure you put a like and a comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. As you can see, my aim is you to get distinction 1 as I did in mathematics. I want you to get distinction 1 in mathematics. So make sure you actually subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to share this channel, and also don't forget to put a like and a comment if this video is very, very helpful. Otherwise, for now, we can call it a day. We'll meet next time as we'll be continuing answering this same question paper. Thank you very much.